Creating Culturally Responsive Classrooms by Ashley Callaway. I'm going to discuss some various strategies that you can use to build a culturally responsive classroom and foster an environment of respect and understanding amongst yourself and your students. The first thing that you can do is to reflect on your instruction. It's very important for teachers to reflect on things that occur in the classroom in order to think about what occurred and what they might do differently in the future. There are a few questions that you can ask yourself to help drive this reflection. The first question has to do with describing the situation. What did I do and what happened? The second question has to do with informing the situation. What does this mean for students? The third has to do with confronting. How did I come to approach my work this way? And the fourth has to do with reconstructing. How might I do things differently in the future? You can do this reflection on your own in your head. You can do it with a trusted colleague, or you can even keep a journal to help with your reflection. Another strategy is to appreciate differences amongst your students. They'll come from various backgrounds, they'll have various life experiences, and various levels of readiness to learn. It's very important that you accept differences as the norm in your classroom and to foster that understanding amongst your students as well. It's also important to know your students. You want to know cultural information, life experiences, interests, and preferences. You can take all of these things into account and embed them in your lessons. This type of lesson building will help your students to feel important and feel like they matter in the classroom. They'll feel like you appreciate and that their peers appreciate their own individual personality and what they can bring to your classroom. It's also important to hold high expectations for all learners. You have to believe that all students can learn, and you want to foster a growth mindset versus a fixed mindset. And a growth mindset says that intelligence can be developed. You meet your students where they are, and you help them to grow. You want them to learn perseverance and to overcome obstacles and to be inspired by other students, versus the old model of a fixed mindset, which causes kids to give up very easily. A growth mindset will really change how your students approach their work in school. And finally, it's important to create a secure environment in which students have a voice, they can ask questions, which leads to important conversations. Understand that sometimes the conversations will be difficult, but it's important to not shy away from those types of conversations. Again, the students, when they come to school, things that happened at home don't just go away. They're going to bring that into school with them, and it's important that they feel like that you are a trusted adult that they can come to, that will not tolerate any sort of disrespect amongst students, and that you foster that good environment, positive environment amongst your learners.